So I think the next game is Bird Monkey, I would say. So it's Wacky versus Jevil.
Seeing our other winners said, that must be it, yeah. I'm really happy to see Jevil sharpen the bracket in some form here. I really do love seeing the workshop mains in these sets. It's, you know, this is the next stage of rivals. I know we've had these workshop characters for some time now, but I really do think that a few players in Australia are really, and New Zealand, sorry, apologies, really coming into form now with their new characters.
Definitely, I think as in Pastel was one of the early adopters of Hodan, who's obviously not in this final, and Fish Game has been a very prominent Hodan player, and Jevil kind of came out of nowhere, suddenly rocked the Hodan and won the qualifier, and yeah, I think those are kind of the names that are pushing Hodan forwards on this scene. And it's always interesting that Jevil has been a bit of a mystery up until these games have called Jevil up to be streamed, I think. So it's great. I'm really excited to see what Jevil will do against Wacky in this game.
Yeah, of course. Am I incorrect in saying that Fish Game is also Wellington?
Dunedin.
Previously Wellington. Okay. Yeah.
We are ready. Send us the replays.
Now, Wacky was someone that I was very excited to see come to this bracket. I have spent some time playing a few of the players in the lead up to this finals, Wacky being one of them. Haven't had the fortune to play Jevil so far. Oh no.
Oh dear.
You don't want to be starting off with an SD.
No.
As I was saying, Wacky, incredible performance coming into the finals. I think they are one of the most promising players I've seen in some time, and I think their aim coming into the finals is they want to be known as the Australian Rasta. We've had a long time with Jet sort of leading that front, but Wacky is showing a different side to the character, I think, and it's been really interesting to see that play out.
And I think one of the things that I've always found interesting about Wacky is that they've always been really, really good mechanically, and it's just been about where they are in their sort of mindset in the games, and that's come along like so far in just a couple of seasons, and they are really set to become that really prominent player indeed, and it's just great to see. It must be really satisfying for them too.
With a glass cannon character like Rasta as well, it is really player and character knowledge. It's super important for anyone manning the character. I know that this is a matchup that Wacky was concerned about. Jevil with their Hodan, it's a tough matchup, and it's good to see Jevil holding his own so far. I'm hoping to see a pretty tight set.
Yeah, definitely. Jevils doesn't seem to be absolutely phased at the moment by the matchup, and in fact, just digging into it.
Around. Like Wacky had a small lead going to that second stock, but now seeing Jevil in front here, and it only takes
only by a sliver.
It won't take much to kill Rasta. Then it's 4 DI on the forward.
A bad DI, and it's done.
But I think the charged up special being the main tool that you need to look out for. If Jevil uses that well, we could be seeing some pretty early stocks in this set.
Indeed, and just chaining them together or going slowly up and up at the screen is the danger point with Hodan. So let's jump into the next one, which is Treetop Lodge. A bit of a closer set here. Not really sure who it favors. I can't say I've seen this matchup played out, but I imagine that Hodan will probably really like it. Got all of those really big moves that can cover especially all the edge situation.
Definitely to Hodan's advantage at times. I think that the way Hodan can take stocks, it makes it really scary for Rasta in a way that they haven't had to compete against other characters in the same way.
Especially, I find those stepped platforms can really work to that advantage.
Yeah, I was just thinking that how much does this stage favour the kind of playstyle that Wacky wants to be playing? It's the type of stage that I could see Jevil taking advantage of and really carrying Rasta and some of those vertical combos that you need to be seeing if Jevil's going to be taking stocks.
Oh, Wacky's not going to sit back and let it happen. I think the thing that I've always impressed when playing Wacky is their ability to just wait for an opening and then really capitalize with a really hard finisher, which isn't necessarily what everybody else does. And really finishing by putting you into disadvantage and continuing to pile up the percent by keeping you in that state as much as possible and going for an early finisher. But
it all
here we're
goes
seeing
back to that mentality thing you were talking about as well.
Yeah.
Wacky is someone who, when they're really feeling themselves, can be extremely dominant, but if they're not feeling it, they're not feeling it, and sometimes you need to take a breather and a set and really
definitely
find your
felt that
footing.
one. That's
Oh,
goodness me. Just a little bit of a DI out. Oh, we're going to see the tornado. Oh, actually caught it. That was unlucky. That's a lot of
least
percent.
it's only 18%. I've seen a lot worse.
Isn't it like about 36 or something is what I recall being hit for?
You could really get sucked up into it. It's terrible. But, you know, any kind of percent taken like that is just awful for the Rasta in this matchup. And we're seeing a pretty scrappy style on this last stock here. We're trading blows and percent's racking up. Wacky just missing the clap there. Oh no, coming down.
That is always quite a tricky one because it comes out really fast and there's not, oh goodness, a little bit of a bad DI, not going Wacky's way there again.
It's got to be tough for Wacky though, because he doesn't want to be above Hodan. If he's above Hodan, that straight up special comes out and that's quite on stock, but if you're on a short stage like Treetop, where do you go?
No, exactly, and I think it's the same for a Hodan. You don't want to be above unless you've got a Ghost with you.
For sure. I think that's probably what's on Wacky's mind going into this next game, though. We're seeing a longer stage on Fire Capital for Game 3.
Fire Capital. Definitely the space to move and use that air slipstream to their advantage.
Well, this is the time to reset yourself and really change up your tempo and figure out how you can find those landings. You don't want to be pressured onto the corner of the stage and not have anywhere to go. And what an explosive start for Wacky right there. That's what he's doing.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And it seems that Jevil just acknowledged it with the taunt, going, "Okay, we're game. Let's see what they do."
Oh, okay, we've got a set on our hands.
Oh
no! We all saw it happening, but Jevil just managing to get out of it. Oh,
I think because Hodan has their own tornado, they were expecting the tornado.
Yeah.
They're the only two characters with the tornado, after all.
Oh dear.
Surprised that didn't actually root them.
It is good to see Wacky sort of spacing himself out, not quite outside the range of down special, but...
Oh, just even not the fully charged one enough to kill at that height. It's such a powerful move.
I mean, Jevil's on Game 3 here. If he can find his footing...
It's difficult because whoever wins this game really is put into a good position, and the other person feels that they might just miss out going into a match point.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I mean, Jevil is on match point here, and we've seen them come back from similar situations so far in this set. Really like using the depth special there, but the hit's done just not enough, and keep going.
Yeah, I forgot. For some reason, I had it in my mind that Wacky won the first one. I was like, no, hang on, it's 1-0. But no, Jevil just completely leading on this one. And it's difficult because if Jevil doesn't perchance meet this, they still get to choose the next stage to their advantage.
The hitfall on some of Hodan's attacks are just so funny to me. I don't know why it is. It's just like you're bouncing a basketball with the up special.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Just a stray aerial into the clap. That's all you need.
Yep. It's almost like a self-applause to winning the set there.
Well, don't get too far ahead of yourself. It's only winning the game so far. Wacky finding his way onto the scoreboard here.
Oh yeah, of course. It says match, set, win, but it is just the game indeed. So we're going into
replays.
Game 4. Mm-hmm. Right, Game 4. Oh, wow, Badger Co Mines. I haven't seen this one actually played. I'm doing some of the stats for the league, and this is the first time I've seen this skin played in any of the casts. So a first for us here.
Very strange seeing Frozen Fortress like this.
Yeah. I've
But
never
with
even
platform
played on it.
players like this, yeah, I think it allows both players to sort of circle around each other a little bit and find their openings.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see who that's going to favour because I'd like to say
And also-
Lucky, but Jevil with combos like that really carry up the top of the stage. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's almost like those ledges are made for taking some risky up specials, mainly in Hodan's favor, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely put Waki on the back foot in this first off.
Oh, I was expecting it to, just hesitating there a moment, but the honk coming through, not enough. Good DI by Jevil. It's amazing how much airtime Hodan can keep.
Really crossed almost the entirety of the stage.
Yeah.
Good on Waki for evening things up, but now have to find some openings this early percent. This is, yeah, where Jevil has found some really scrappy openings to take some stocks. Oh, here we go. So this is how it starts.
Yeah.
Well, nice little tech read, and we're continuing it, but the slip through not
Unlucky.
enough.
Good DI though there. That up special was poised to kill if it had been a bad DI.
It's so funny that we're watching these like 5-6 hit chains, and then Jevil gets an up special, and
Just
suddenly we're seeing a stock get deleted. It's such a different dynamic
finally.
between the two characters. And, oh,
goodness me, evened out. Yeah.
Even into
It's
the
really-
last stock.
It's really down to those really quick reactions, because if you just get a stray hit with Hodan, boom, and you're up. And same with Rasta, I find. If you know which way they're moving, you just follow them till oblivion. I just have to see who comes out on top in the scrap here, because Jevil's just behind now, and Waki's slowing it down.
But the momentum
Ooh, if that
seems to
monkey-
be going back into Jevil's favour. I can see him finding some more openings here, but again, no stray aerials. If Waki can find the clap on the up special, that really will seal up the game here.
It feels like just a stray monkey flip mid-height will kill.
God, forcing him off stage, and Jevil, oh my goodness. The forward
A
shot,
towel butt, forward strong.
pretty surprising.
Yeah, I hadn't used it all the way. I'm surprised also we haven't used any of the down strongs to counter, but wow.
I mean,
Jevil
this was
taking-
the matchup that Wacky was worried about, and unbelievable. Jevil coming into winners finals. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep,
Oh my
going
goodness.
straight into winners final against Coach.